Here we go. 11, 11. I think it's right. Is this right? It sure is. Is it? No. No. It's going to be, hold on. 12. Is that right? 12. 12 it is. Let me double check my audio. What's up, everybody? And yeah, I was live on Adobe. I'm going to blame my earlier stream. And that's why I my audios will be different every time. But there we go. Okay, cool, 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 cool. It's working. It's working. We hear you, says SLP Price. What's up, everybody? SLP Price in the house. We have D78. Misty, what's going on, y'all? Got the usual suspects, and in the Discord, make sure you join us in the Discord. We have Mom the Artist, Odari, D, Bree, Triple X, and Danette. What's up, Danette? What's going on? I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I've had a wonderful weekend. It's so wonderful. It was exhausting. Let's hear it out. Let's give it up for the weekend, yo. Let's let's hear it for the Monday. Yes. Yes. There you go. What's up? That's right, D. Yes, it's been a crazy long weekend for myself. And then um um I'm just checking the messages here on Discord. It's been a crazy long weekend, but a couple of big news that I want to share with you. One is that my daughter's has got her a cool space in Atlanta, and so she left the basement of the house that we're all in, and so the second part of these news is that I've taken over the whole basement, everything, all of this. But I'm still in the basement, but now it's not the lab basement. Now it's the lab. Because before, when I was in the lab basement, it was the actual unfinished basement. Now I'm in the basement part that is finished, and so that is the lab. So that's why my wall behind me it's clear. There's nothing there, and I gotta give you a tour. That sounds like the raccoon sketching at the window, says Odario. Yes, yes. Oh, that was some clapping. Let me see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Odari said that sounds like a raccoon sketching at the window. Oh, that's not the one. All right, let's see which is. Oh, that's people laughing. There you go. Odari, you're funny. Okay, so here's the part of my stream where I'm gonna share with you a studio tour of the lab. That's right. We're gonna walk around my lab, the basement lab, but the lab part, no longer the basement part. It's crazy. I can't even show you the lab basement no more because it's just terrible. It's a mess. But this whole weekend, starting from middle of the day yesterday, all the and no, not yesterday, but Saturday, the middle of the day Saturday, all the way till yesterday evening, I was moving, 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 moving. So let's go ahead. I won't be able to hear you. So for those of you who are in the Discord, I won't be able to hear you guys if you say anything. But here we go. Oh, and D says I've been painting my house all day, so looking forward to just sitting back and enjoying the stream. Yeah, right. Yeah, like the weekends when we put in some work. Oh my god, and I'm tired. Like I'm literally physically tired. But check it out. Here we go. Let me switch. Boom to tour. This is the tour version part of the stream. So my audio. Let me see. Let me just double check that the audio, how it sounds right there. Okay, so there goes the audio. And let me show you. Let me show you. Oh my gosh. So as you know, I have a main workstation streaming area, and that is my #1 computer, my amazing monitors. I just got these monitors a few weeks ago. They're expensive monitors. The quality is amazing. The difference between a $100 monitor and a $900 monitor is big, big difference. What's up, Garrett? Now, I did not pay $900 because I'm not that kind of guy. I buy my stuff used. So, and then of course I did get a Surface Studio, and so that sits in my main desk. This is my main setup, and it used to be in a whole different room. That was my home office, and I had my hats and uh, bookshelves, but I haven't brought the bookshelves down here yet. I just got the studio set up, at least the working part. I need to be able to do my work. I need to be able to draw and handle my business. And let me double check that the audio sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good. So, so this is my #1 main setup. This computer is super nice. I got it from Microsoft Store. They gave it to me, and it's been working really great since. I do need to clean it up. It's time to clean it up. So we'll see. I'm trying to get my IT computer guy to come on in and help me out. Okay, so this is the main office, the main studio, and let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like. So there it is. That is my chair. Got my sweater there. There goes my desk, my big desk with all the lights so you can see me. The computer over here to the right, and then my Surface Studio over there. And you guys are over there. There you go. On Behance. All right, so that's my computer, and there it is, all shiny, and the graphics card. Let me turn on the lights to this room so you can see. So on this side, it's my game side. So I got a nice little couch right here. Got my big iMac chilling. I got a little TV with a couple gaming systems down there. It's a little messy. And then I can watch the game on this big TV right here. So this is my private man cave. This is the wife, it's the man cave. So all of this is in one room. I like this room. There goes the TV is coming on. And so, boom, there goes the television. I got a bunch of games and game consoles, all of that. And that side is my streaming setup, right? So there we go, boom. Just like that, I have moved my whole office to a different part of the house. And it's a self-contained one room. I still got mess to clean up. And then, of course, it's November, baby. It's November, baby. Boom. All right, so let me open the door. And we're going to leave this room. This is my main setup. This computer, I do 90% of my work on that computer. There's the room. Yeah, there you go. Now, as we step outside, there's the hallway. And there's another room right here. So this is my professional streaming room. It's the only thing in here is a table with a computer screen. Back there is all my extras that I'm still organizing. And on this side is my background. So these are big lights, overhead camera. Got the Mac Mini right there. I got this Mac Mini a year ago, early last year, so that I can do my Cinemaker work. There's an iPhone for camera and 3 monitors. So these 3 monitors run off that Mac Mini right there. So when I'm streaming with the Mac Mini, this is the background that you see. I'm pretty sure it's kind of crooked. But when I do professional videos and demo tutorials, things like that I need to record, I use Cinemaker to record multiple camera angles at the same time. And but it's not live streaming, it's just recording, so I think I can edit later. And so I have my clean background and so on. I still have a lot of stuff to bring down here, but this is that part of my office. There it is. Bang. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, let's go back out to the hallway again. Right. And so dead end. It's a dead end because I set up some there. All right, I set up right there. Now let's walk back over here. And it might be a little noisy because of the air purifier. But this is my secondary backup setup. I have a ton of stuff. I put it in the middle of the room because whenever you do work, and if you have workstations against the wall, then the middle is wide open space. But if I'm streaming, then I want to be able to sit anywhere and have a cool background. So this is my traditional art station. Light. There we go. Let there be light. So a bunch of markers. There is a keyboard because there's a computer connected to these monitors, so that I can. And then I have all my pens and markers and things that I like. There's Grogu right there hanging out. And so when I sit here, I'm not necessarily streaming, but I am looking up information. So that's why I have the keyboards and the mouse and so on. I do have a cool little couch. This is the back door. And on this side is my backup streaming setup. There we go. Come on. There it is. Come on. Let me see. Come on. Did I turn it on? I thought I turned it on. There it goes. This is a backup. So this computer setup is a backup. It's not as strong as the main computer, but it will be because I'm going to have, I know what happened. Because it's going to have, I'm going to upgrade some components on it. And once I upgrade some components on it, then it'll be as good or better than my main computer setup. So there they go. There go the screens. Boom. So, of course, I got a Huon right here. It's coming off of that computer over there. Got a couple of monitors. This is a curved monitor right here. And then we have Discord on that side. Close it. And another camera. And a camera laying down. So when I'm drawing or creating something that you need you guys to see, that's the setup for that. Bam. Now, I do have a Cintiq. This Cintiq is really old. And so I'm still keeping it for now, but it's connected to a little computer right here. It's a little PC. And so I do have a backup Cintiq. It's got a monitor connected to it, so I can do some work whenever I need to, if I have to. Backups. It's a redundancy thing. And when you step back, the bookshelf's empty because I haven't brought everything down yet. Over. This the basement is way back there behind that door, and that's where I used to be. Now I'm in the lab. So that was the basement. This is the lab. So go ahead and turn the camera around. So I'm sitting right here. Is boom. That'll be my background. Kind of like what I had going on when I was in the basement. So that's what I've been doing this whole week. I set up all this by myself. And then yesterday I had some help from a friend of mine. His name is Jay Willie. And he helped me move those 2 rooms over there from upstairs. So now I'm giving up my home office that I was upstairs and put everything together in these 2 rooms. All of it. All of my stuff is in one place. It's going to be once the sketchbooks are here. Once my comics, my pencils, my markers, everything is going to be in one place. And that is the tour of the lab. Just like that. Woo! All right, let me check out your comments. Let me see what you got to say. All right, this is a tripod right there. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. Move it in. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I got to catch up with the comments. I was gone a long time. let's see. Very dull setup. My basement is half of that. So, yeah, right. What's crazy is that the basement, the basement is as big as the house, pretty much. Yeah. And half of it is unfinished. The other half is finished. So I was able to take over the finished part. The audio is cutting out. Sorry, Missy. Seems like all my video is okay. It's cool. The audio in Discord was not going to work because some of the audio is only going through only to Behance. Where do you log into the Matrix? Man, what's up? Thank you, DTN Studio, says SLP Price. DTN got banished to the basement. Yes. It'd be nice if I could plug in, man, and I just close my eyes and I do my graphics, right? Just like that. Let me switch so I can have a better audio. I can just close my eyes and do my graphics. But I got banished to the basement, but I got the nice side of the basement and I put everything in here. So there's still a bunch of stuff left upstairs, and I'm gonna slowly bring it down. I cannot do any of that today because I had to stream for Adobe Live. And but man, the next few days I'm finally gonna have everything going on. Let's see. RB, please handle your business. And we'll talk about that later. Let's see what else we missed here. Glitching on my end. Yeah, that's because it's Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi stuff. All right. And sorry about the stream. It was, it should have been better, but it is on the Wi-Fi going all the way through here and then back out. So it was a little bit bad. So jealous. His basement is bigger than my house. That's crazy, Misty. It is, the sound was wonky because of how far I was from the computer. Because that's the thing. But it should have been better. So anyways, everything is Ethernet connected through here. Everything is wired. And the only thing that was Wi-Fi was that phone by itself. So yeah, it's that's why I'm so tired. But it is now the lab is no longer the basement. Too bad because I kind of like the word la basement, and the basement right now it looks terrible because I left a mess, so I had to clean that up, and there's still things in there that I need to grab to put on those bookshelves and bring down some bookshelves to organize the rest of my space. So thank you, Talha, appreciate it. It's great. Thank you. Anybody else on Discord? Let me see where we at. Yes. Sorry, Mom, the artist, the audio was not set up right in Discord. So only on Behance would you be able to hear everything. And there's still more basement because that's where the lab basement part is unfinished basement, and then this is the finished basement. The only thing I don't like is that I have to walk a lot of stairs to get over here. But other than that, it's good. It's good. So okay. Let me switch a couple of things so I can fix, get back into what we came to do. If you're in the Discord, you won't be able to hear anything I say right now. And that's because of the way everything is set up. So let me organize. Over here is my computer, the studio. Boom. Yeah, it's over here, all the way over here. Come on. This is the microphone. There we go. Bam. And so the question is, how much did all that cost? And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure that it would take a certain kind of budget to make it all work. All right, let me switch. Boom. Bam. And let's go like that. Look. Boom. How much does it all cost? I don't know. What I do know is that it's taken me a long time to get everything the way I want to, the way I like it. It's and I was talking to the artist friend who helped me. I was talking to him yesterday about, we got to start with what you have. Start with the gear you have. Start with the equipment that you have. If you go back 2 years here on Behance and look at my streams then, they were terrible. Oh my god, they were not good. And it's not that it's partly because I didn't know what I was doing, but the other part is because I was working with technology that I that was barely good enough. I was my computers were Surface devices, which are great for drawing but not for streaming. My webcams, I still have one of them. It's a 720 Logitech, very cheap, very bad quality, and so it wasn't one that was it wasn't like professional grade for streaming. It's more like a Zoom meeting type of thing. So I started streaming about 4 or 5 years ago, and then 2, 3 years ago in 2019, I really got serious with it, and then I started setting up my home studio in 2019, and by then I already had a home space for my office, not a home office, but I also had a warehouse at that time in 2019. I had a warehouse. And so I had everything I needed in my warehouse. It was a studio, it was a warehouse for all my junk, all my. I was doing murals, so I have scaffolding and ladders and things like that. And so when you so then I slowly started putting things together so that I can do streaming and do more digital and be live, and that's where I started building. Yes, says D. Part of the fun and the journey is building everything up over time. Correct. So it comes. There you go, Daria. It comes a little bit at a time over a long period of time. And you must share your toys with. It says RB. I'm sure you have more toys than me, Odari. But yes, you have to build it up slowly. Now, if you're rich and you got money, then buy it. Go spend the money on it and get what you want. But in my case, it took little by little. And look, I'm gonna show you something else. Let me see. I have a collection of headphones. There's some headphones right here. So these are some Beats right here. These are some Surface. No, these are Sony headphones. JBL headphones. Come on. Audio Technica headphones. Then here goes some cheapy headphones. These are they nice looking because they're shiny, but they're super cheapy. These are some other cheapy headphones. These cost me $10. They're old. They're super old and ugly, but I thought they look cool because they got that the vintage look, and but they sound fine. And so like these are the ones that I was buying. These headphones I was buying back in the day in the beginning. I was buying $20, $30 headphones so I can have some cool headphones to wear to have. You know, and then as time goes on and you're able to increase your budget, then you can get you some Microsoft headphones. This is but actually these were still free to me from Microsoft. I was at an event in 2019 for Microsoft, and they gave them to me. Too bad one of them is broken. I can't hear out of that one headphone, so it's still cool. But as time goes on, then you slowly have the budget to go ahead and buy something that you want, buy the technology that you want. These are HyperX headphones. They're good quality headphones. They have a USB driver so that you can have the microphone and the good quality headphones. And then you slowly start getting better and better and better equipment. What I always tell artists of any medium is that start with what you have and use it, and then see if you like it. See if what you're doing with it you like it, because if you buy the most expensive stuff, you want the highest quality stuff, but then you don't use it, and this happened. I've seen it with a friend of mine who wanted to do a podcast. He uh, he bought this Behringer equipment, headphones and microphones and soundboard, mixer, whatever, and because he was starting a podcast, and he's not doing the podcast. Like, well, dude, you spent hundreds of dollars on equipment, and then whether you chose not to do it or if something happened with your life that you moved on, it still is like you want to start what you have and go with it and see how far you can go. What you have, learn what you need to do with it, and as time goes on, you realize, okay, I need to get the next thing because this thing is good for now, but I need to get better. And now, because you're doing it and using it and practicing it, when you get the next thing, you know exactly what the next thing is and why you need it. I did 100 episodes of my podcast, Art is King. They're on iTunes. Go to iTunes and look for Art is King. And I recorded them on a phone. I would hang out with the artists that I'm gonna talk to in my podcast, put up my phone right close to them, and later I was able to get lab microphones that you plug in to the phone and then you clip it on their shirt. But I would have the phone right next to them as they're talking, and do the interview, and I would capture the audio with the phone. Then later, I would um, I would take that audio and edit it on Audition. But at first, I was using Audacity. Adobe, not Adobe. It was just Audacity. It's a free app. So, it's taken me a long time to go from just the basic things that I need to do something, to create something, to then little by little buying things that are specifically made for that something. And then eventually, this is the main computer, but now it needs a little cleaning. And the fans are always on. It looks a little dusty. I'm waiting on my IT guy because I don't want to do it myself. But we're gonna get together and we're gonna clean it. He's gonna help me, and I'm really gonna help him clean my computer, take some components apart, fix it up, and fix the other computer that I got recently. It was used. I didn't buy new. So every now and then, every few years, I get to buy new. But I got it secondhand, and we're going to upgrade some of the pieces in it so that the system is stronger and it can be my backup for my work for the art that I do. So, but that takes time. All of that takes time. Way too many headphones, says Odari. These are my headphones. You can't have them. I love headphones. I have an addiction to headphones, and I have an addiction to hats. Yeah, that's one of my things. Hold on, sorry, gotta fix this. I can't help it. I can't help it. I gotta have I gotta have it. I have it. A habit, and shoes. And then I got a new pair of shoes today given to me because they were my size, and they were a gift. Yeah, there's certain things I like that I'm gonna have. Garrett says, I'm hoping my XLR box for my guitar will work for a mic when I want to upgrade. Yes, and you know what, Garrett, I actually have a soundboard with XLR microphones, XLR to headphone jack and all that stuff. But I don't. I had so much stuff on my desk. I didn't want one more thing, especially for since I'm only gonna be streaming. But I got this microphone here. I decided to use it because I'm still moving things, and it's a USB microphone. So there you go, boom. Like, this works enough for me to do what I need to do. So yeah, it's you start what you have, work your way through it, and get and build out that the gear, build out to the studio, the workspace, the creative space that you're gonna want to be able to cultivate that inspiration to continue creating. Because all of this is nice, But all of this is set up so that I can create and get paid and do my work. That's it. All right. Has a single XLR point, says just dug it out the cupboard. It's a Focusrite one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So, anyways, that's my studio tour. I will give another one later next month when I have moved everything in here. And hopefully it's not cluttered because I have lots of space now for everything to have their spot, you know? Yeah. And then I can go ahead and get back to printing my t-shirts and making the things that I want to make for myself. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about Sketchable. That's what we're here for. I've been talking nonstop for 30 minutes. And I want to share with you my favorite Sketchable App Tools. And let me give you an update. For those of you who have used Sketchable, I want you, let me switch this way. If you have used Sketchable, I want you to get familiar again with Sketchable because, oh my God, we have some updates coming up for Sketchable. I can't tell you anything. I will in a few weeks, but it's coming. Oh my gosh. So get familiar with Sketchable. It's still going to be the same tools, the same kind of creative experience, but some of the way Sketchable works and the way you work with Sketchable is going to continue to advance. So yeah, get it together. And before I go back into Sketchable, make sure that you check out the Share Your Art Work in Progress channel on the Discord because Fireproof shared a video of a walkthrough the day after his art show. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, boom. All right. Thank you, Mom the Artist, for coming back. Yes, something happened with Discord earlier. It crashed for some reason. All right, so here's some of my favorite things, right? Number one, easy tools with Sketchable. And let me get the word read. Favorite. Look, I know why it writes like that. Boom, let's go like that. Favorite. Sketchable. Oof, I can't write. Sketchable tools. There we go. And then this is it's a very rough looking pencil, but let me see. I'll try that one instead. All right, so favorite Sketchable tools. That's what we're going to talk about right now. And I want you to try out, where's Fireproof's video, Misty? It's in the Share Your Work in Progress channel in the Discord. And so yes, last year we started a project called Pass the Black Book. And what we were doing is I created a black book that we passed around with other artists across the world, right? And after a while, the project continues, but the passing of the black book is not such a good idea because the file's size has got bigger and bigger. So we continued working on it by submitting a drawing. So if you're interested in participating in Pass the Black Book, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. But part of that project's purpose was to get familiar with Sketchable and easy to draw, easy tools to create and digitally. And so the easy tools part is right here, down here. We have eraser, a brush, airbrush, pencil, marker, pen, ink pen, and then this is the, what's that called? Nib. There we go. This is the chalk, and then finally the vermilion, or AKA blender tool. Tortillion, not vermilion. What's vermilion? I don't know what that is. Anyway, all these tools. And so anytime you want to draw digitally, boom, you want to kind of just you You just pick on the brush you want and you start drawing, man. That's it. So that's one amazing thing about this app is that they're easy tools. There's a whole list of tools right there for you to pick from. Boom, and get to creating, right? So easy. So it's easy to start creating with these tools. Second thing is, well, actually, let's go easy drawing tools. Let's write that out like that. And look, I'm just using the Surface Pen to erase. Easy to draw tools. Easy drawing tools. There we go. How about that? Let's go like that. Easy drawing tools. Boom. Easy drawing tools. There we go. Boom. Second thing is easy to get it to find extras. Extras like colors. Look, there's a floating color thing right here. And where do you find it? Down here. There's a list of colors right there. Or you can just click on that color picker icon. And it's called a color picker. I don't know what that's called. And there it is. And you can switch it to any color you want, anytime, just fast in a hurry. See that? Bam! Oh my gosh, this is super cool. I like it. I think it's nice because then you can just jump right in and start drawing. I like Photoshop. I was talking to a Sketchable team this morning, and we were talking about Affinity Designer and Procreate. But man, these programs got tons of menus. That's my problem. So easy to find extras like color 3. No, short menu. How do you say it? Easy menus. Let's go with easy menus. Look, we have the color, the tools, and then we have some other tools right here on the left hand side. We got the transform, the lasso tool. I don't know what kind of tool, an eyeball, the paint bucket, the smart background remover. What is this called? Whatever. What do you call these things? Symmetry. Yeah, that's it. Then something else. I think this is what is that called? Masking. This is stencils. Even a grid. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. You can have a grid. You can have a whole grid going on right here. Of course, transparency tools available with the layer settings. Boom. Easy menus. And then that which moves into part number 4, which is it supports layers. Supports layers. And that is super important when it comes to digital art. Odari says, Odarius loves Sketchable. He knows it better than me. Yes. You gotta put in some time in this app, and it's easy. My gosh. So like, look, let's get a new layer. Let's turn down the opacity of this layer. Get a new layer, and then I can write this better. Let me see. Let's go with this brush. Let's go there. Make it red. Okay. Favorite. So maybe I can write better. No, this is still bad. I'm sorry. I don't know how to write good. Favorite tools. I can draw good. I can't write good. One, easy to use drawing tools. Let's pretend that says drawing. Number 2, easy to find menus. I admire people who have good handwriting. And then like colors. And I'm going to come back to this because I got more things to add to that. And then easy, find extras. Easy to find extras. There we go, extras. Boom. There's the R right there somewhere. Easy menus. Easy. There you go. Menus. Anybody ever watch Chef Ramsay? Supports layers. And then when he goes into to restaurants and they have a big menu, and then he gets mad at them because they can't cook anything right, and because the menu is crazy, it's too much. All right, and then easy to find extras like layers, which I've talked about because there is it supports layers, so that's super important. Uh, Garrett says better writing than my doctor. Oh, that's right. I will jump back into it again and make sure it, and I'm sure it'll come back. Yes, it will. D, come on, you can do it. Well, Dari says you write good. I can read it. That's right. If you can read it, sometimes I have problems reading it myself. Um, and let's see, color layers. Okay, and supports layers and it supports cut and paste. That's super important. Oh my gosh, look, see this? As soon as I grab the lasso tool, and then I can make a selection right there, and look, clipboard, copy, clipboard, paste. Oh my gosh, there it goes. Let's put it right next to it. Check mark, deselect, layers, and look, I have another layer right there for colors and layers. So cut and paste is insane. The deal with layers is easy to find and easy to find the extras with layers because they're right here on the bottom of the layers. There's the plus for extra layers. You can duplicate a layer. You can merge down a layer. Boom. You can turn off the eyeball to a layer. You can turn it back on or increase the opacity. There we go. Boom. You can change it from the blend mode on the layer. You can even change the name of the layer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, let me see. Can I do it? Yeah. OMG. There it is. Oh my God. Select that layer and delete it. Man, that's big time. All of this stuff is cool. My menu is opening on the right. How do you move it to the left? Okay, so if you're into, you have to go through your Windows settings and do the right hand or left hand options. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, I don't think you have to be left-handed, but you can. OMG, nice name for a layer, RB. But so depending on the Windows system that you select, you can have your menu on the left-hand side. The layers, sorry, you can have the layers on the left-hand side and your tool menus on the right. So you have to go through Windows systems. I'm forgetting how to get through that. I agree. Nice handwriting. Oh, thank you, Elisandra. Garrett says, true, Odari. But when the pharmacist has to call him to clarify that what he has written, then it is bad. Yeah, that's terrible. That's crazy. Okay, it wasn't on that side when I used it last time. Yeah. So you got to check your Windows settings. You got to go through system settings, and then uh, it will take me a second to figure it out, but it's not that hard. Okay, so this is like the favorite things. It's not tools, but favorite. What did I call it? My favorite Sketchable App Tools. Favorite things about creating with Sketchable. Sketch. Which is crazy, right? Sketchable. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Even the name is cool. Everybody is Sketchable, man. Dang. I'm gonna have to start writing this name like that. Whoa. Morpheus. Sketchable. Whoa. That is so cool. I think I'm thinking of stuff. This is super cool. So this is it. This is like one of the reasons why I really like Sketchable. Now, let me tell you about my journey. I started digital art in the 90s. I was using a program called Fireworks, right? It was called Macromedia. Media Fireworks, and that was for graphic design. That's how I used it. That's not how I don't know what it's for, but I was doing graphic design for flyers and website and web flyers and web. So a lot of flyers. Atlanta was popping when it comes to club hopping, and so this was around 97 to around 99. Around that time, Adobe bought Micromedia. Back in the day, there was several digital art giants: Adobe, Micromedia, Corel, something like that. Thank you, Odari. He says, I think we're in Adobe Live. I don't know. I don't know. We are. No, there's somebody else up making manga, but I couldn't tell if we're on Adobe Live. In any case, I appreciate it. And so that's let me audio. There we go. Boom. In any case, that's how I started. I was doing graphics. There's another program, Publisher. I was also using Publisher for design, and that was cool. Then, as times went on, people kept telling me about Photoshop and Illustrator. And I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, I had also used Quark Express. Yeah. And so I was doing a lot of graphic design in those days. And man, I was using whatever computer I can get a hold of, whatever laptop I can get a hold of. I was just going in with whatever I could get. And it worked for me at that time. Thank you, RB. You are on Adobe Live. Word up. And so then, as times went on, that's when I finally made the jump into Photoshop. I was like, well, what's the big deal with Photoshop? What's the big deal with Illustrator? So that was around 99 and 2001 when I was digging in on that. I was digging in. Illustrator actually exists from 87. I believe it. I heard about people drawing with the computer back in 1991. And I was like, man, nobody can draw with a computer. And I was just late to the party then. And so around 99, 2001, that's when I started digging into Photoshop. And so Photoshop is very close to what Fireworks did. That was all right. It was very easy to make the jump from Fireworks to Photoshop, but Illustrator was a little bit extra for me. And so then it started in 97 but went public in 87. Okay. I used to draw with the computer in the 80s. Granted, most of it was done via code. Dang. Yes, an 85 RB. I gotcha. Yeah. It was not easy. I was using computers in the 90s, 91, but it was part of my job in the Marine Corps, not for drawing. So as I hopped into Photoshop, it was really easy for me to get familiar. I also ended up with a MacBook in those days. I forget what kind of MacBook it was called. It was a Mac book. It was a MacBook. MacBook. I don't remember. Apple book. I forgot. Anyways, it was flat and silver. And so it was really cool, really easy to pick it up. But Illustrator I did not get it. I didn't get it. So by the time 2001 rolled around, I had a special laptop for Illustrator. And it so happened that in my plaza where my tattoo shop was, there was a computer store. And so I got to know the guy real good. And we were trading. Like every few months, he'd have something new. And I would trade in the old laptops that I had. Maybe sometimes I traded in 2 or 3. And then he'd give me one new one. And it was used. It was never brand new, but we were trading them. It was trading them back then. We're really like trading cars. And so I'd give him 2 or 3 busted up ones, and he'd give me one brand fresh new, fresh one. And so that worked for me. And that's when an Illustrator, not illustration, but Illustrator, boom. And so by the time 2006 rolled around, oh man, I was teaching Illustrator by then, teaching. I taught with Adobe User Group here in Atlanta. I'm still in charge of it. I wasn't in charge of it then, and but that's how it started for me. Where I was hanging out with Adobe User Group, getting familiar, and then teaching after a while because I'm a talker. I'm talking right now, and so that's how that went on. So little by little, I then decided that I wanted to draw in um in Illustrator. Well, I started to draw in Illustrator, but I was using a mouse. See, this is this is where my true education began, as I was using a mouse and pen tool, and I got really good at it. But by the time and so around this time, I also got a tablet. So I had a map. I had a laptop, and the laptop had a swivel screen so that it would lay flat, and you can draw on it. You can draw on the tablet. But I was using mostly the pen tool because I really wasn't sure how digital how to I wasn't really thinking about drawing. But once I got stronger computers and started teaching, I was using the mouse, and then I got the using the pen tool, and then I got a tablet. And when I got the tablet, that's when I started to think about I need to be able to draw digital art, not just using the pen tool and creating stuff. I need to be able to draw, and I still have some of these tablets. I still got one of those that my wife bought me, brand new, it was $200. I still have it. I ain't getting rid of it. It's a sentimental thing. And but once I started using those tablets, it was a bamboo. The bamboo. That's when I started to really feel like digital art is the thing that I want to do. I want to focus on digital art. So by the time 2016 came around, I had a Cintiq. It's a different one than the one I have now. Boom, bam. Yep, it had the. What are the buttons? It has buttons. That one had. Yeah. That one. Yeah, it had a little slidey thing, like that, and and so then that's when I really went hardcore with Photoshop and Illustrator to draw only. Because here I was doing a lot of graphic design still. Boom. And I use freehand. Yes, Mom the Artist. Mom the Artist is Adobe Illustrator in 88. 88 began in 95. I was using that one. Freehand started in 88. I remember Freehand. Freehand was part of Macromedia. And Freehand became part of the development of Illustrator. So a lot of things have kind of meshed in together. But by 2016, I was drawing, straight drawing, Photoshop and Illustrator. Just straight drawing. That's it. I want to focus on drawing only. And then I was streaming by 2017. I started streaming. And 2019, I spent a year as an intern streaming and video production. There you go. Boom. So all of that is to say that, you know, as time's gone on, I've been building up my skills. I've been building up my tools, you know, and getting better at it, and getting better at marketing it. Marketing so I can have higher paying clients. That's it. There we go. Boom. And that's how I ended up with the tools that I have today. But I started this whole story to say that this part right here was a long time coming, right? But around here in 2016 is when I met the Sketchable team. I met the team at an event that we put on with Microsoft in Atlanta. There was a big event here in Atlanta, and I helped produce part of the art competition. And so it was in 2016. And so by then, I really wanted to just keep drawing. I was drawing on the iPad, I was drawing on the Surface, and I really wanted to focus on drawing just my regular character art that I'm into. But all this time, man, Photoshop and Illustrator are some menu heavy programs, super heavy. And once I met the Sketchable team, and by then I was also using Clip Studio Paint, but it was called Manga Studio. It was called Manga Studio. I started using Manga Studio, and it is still menu heavy. But I met the Sketchable team. They gave me access to Sketchable, and man, my drawing skills just jumped because just by having the simple tools, and it didn't look like this, but it was pretty much similar. But just having access to the simple tools that are easy to draw with, easy to find, easy menus, and then later came support for layers and cutting and paste. Oh, whew, that's why I still love Sketchable, and that's why I still draw with Sketchable live stream every once a week on Mondays at 7, and that's why I still create in Sketchable because man, oh my gosh, it's really, really, it's really awesome to just have a program that focuses on the creative thing and not all this extra stuff that Photoshop and Illustrator give to you. There we go. I wrapped it back up. I forgot why I even started telling my story. Triple X says the only Mac I currently and ever use is Special Prototype M1. But only for secondary app terminal. Apple Go too big to ignore. I still have the first and second Apple laptops. Is that it? I still have the 128 and boot it up once a year to check it. Still works, but I went over to the dark side in the mid 90s to 2000s. Dang, Garrett. Until the year 2000, I got Adobe software as legal copies. Yep. Now present, all is licensed and legit. Cool. Good job, Triple X. And he says the only Mac I currently is got it. Yes, that's it. Yeah, and same here. A friend of mine, he's my mentor, my artist mentor. He says I don't mind paying for the subscription now because for many years we were sliding each other digital copies on the disk, installation discs, to load up Photoshop and Illustrator, InDesign. What's that other one? The one for websites, Dreamweaver. It's that's what we did. That's what we did back in the day. So, any case, these are my favorite things about creating with Sketchable, and so I want to go ahead and recommend that you download Sketchable from the Microsoft Store. Try it out. It's only $25 to buy straight out. And join me on Mondays to stream when I stream with Sketchable. I will be off, and let me double check. I think I have one more Sketchable stream this month because I'm going on vacation. So I need to let you know. Yes, one more Sketchable stream on the 14th. And then I think I still have a stream. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's it. So on the 14th next week is my last Sketchable stream for the month before I take my vacation, and then we're back in December. This Wednesday, I am not so. Wednesdays is when I stream at 7 p.m. So no more Wednesday streams for this month. We're out of Wednesday streams, and then but this coming Wednesday, I'm gonna be a guest at a different stream. So that's why I'm not streaming, but we will be live, and I'll find that for you. I have it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of the video. When will it work on Macs? You talking about Sketchable? Yes, and Axel is correct. Never. But it's not that it won't never be on Macs. It's just that I think they're working. Well, I think they're working on the iPad version. Yeah, I think they're working on the iPad. So that's something to keep in mind for later. But when will that be? I cannot say. I cannot say. I shouldn't say anything. Let me see if I can do this. Boom. There it is. Conversations with Tony Mobley, Wednesday, November 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. The link is in the description, is in the chat. And I'm also going to add it to the description of the video here on Behance. So this Wednesday, find me on that find me on that stream. And then this today, next week is my last Sketchable stream before in November. So no more Sketchable streams in the month of November, and no more Adobe Adobe Fresco streams in November either. So there it is. Boom. I added the link in the description of this video. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't know why. What happened? Oh yeah, something happened to my. Oh, there it is. It is working. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. There's a custom modeler stream on the Adobe Apex stream tonight and Wednesday too. Cool. There you go, Garrett. Garrett is letting everybody know about the stream that we should check out. Garrett, if you have a link, let us know. If it's just on, if we should just look on Behance, then we will do that. All right, that's all I have for you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. It's been a long weekend. I'm gonna get some rest. I will be in the Discord for a little while. Tomorrow, I am streaming at 5 o'clock for the Behance subscribers. So come on through at 5 o'clock for Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Fresco Vectors. And then RB will be streaming at 6 p.m. in the Discord for Adobe Illustrator. This Thursday, there will be a movie, but that's it. The Thursday 24th, no, nothing. So we're going to have to talk with Odari. Let me see. Thursday the 10th, we have a movie. Thursday the 17th, we have a movie. But the 24th, no movie. All right, Odari, RB, Gareth, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Gareth, for the link. There it is. And thank you, D, in the house. I appreciate all of you hanging out. Danette says I still have the first and second Apple laptops. We're going to go hang out at your house, Danette. And we're going to go play with those laptops and connect to the internet. All right. Thank you, Elisandra. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Talha. Thank you for the questions, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And hopefully you had a great weekend and a great start of the week doing creative stuff. There it is. Garrett says you have 45 minutes until it starts. So there you go. Big ups to everybody in the Discord. Bree, D, Mom the Artist, Odari, and Triple X. I am DTM, and until next time, I'll catch you on the other side. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Oh, that's not it. I thought that was it.